You know what the definition of Katrina is? A cleansing. And that's kind of like what New Orleans needed at that time. Prior to Katrina, New Orleans was like murder capital of the United States. Robbery and rape was very high in the city, you know. And Katrina, some crazy way if you look at it, it changed the city with that. You know.
We're trying to figure out if you guys got enough help during Katrina and where you guys are at in the rebuilding stage.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, that we got the last of it, whatever it was.
The last of
Yeah,
it?
we got the last of everything.
Just the remnant?
Yeah. The streets haven't been fixed.
No.
Yeah.
The houses still abandoned.
Because when you pack up to leave, you anticipate on coming back, but you're not anticipating on everything being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a life-changing culture right there. You have to realize if you go to sleep one night and wake up the next day and your whole history is gone. You can't put no price on that.
Before Katrina, people owned their business. We had dry cleaners, drugstore, grocery stores, and right in the community you can walk and go get things. Just had one grocery store down there, and that's about it.
Lower 9th Ward, probably the hardest hit area in New Orleans now because of Hurricane Katrina. Let me show you what's going on right here on live television. There's a boat here, rescue operation of the Harbor Police and New Orleans Police moving in people who have been trapped in their homes here in the lower 9th Ward because of the extremely high water. It is probably about 10 feet high over much of this area, covering all the way up to some homes up to the roof level.
Everybody that was in this house here when Katrina happened, they were kind of the last movers, the last people to go, because they like, how the older people are, it's just another storm, I'm gonna ride it out. So they wound up, my mom, my dad, my little sister, my grandfather, my grandmother, they all wound up going to the Superdome. And that was a pretty chaotic experience. And at the time, I think my mama had like a purple Plymouth Voyager or something like that. And she said about 10 minutes after she got to the Superdome, her vehicle was underwater.
Wow.
Yeah, so she kind of just made it there. And I was kind of mad with her because I saw the weather and stuff while I was at school or whatever, but I didn't think anything of it because I had been living here for so long and went through so many hurricanes. It's going to just be, another storm. But who would have known that it would have been as bad as it was? And it wasn't necessarily the Katrina, the storm, but the flooding and the fact that the water didn't recede until after they broke the barriers.
The levees and flood walls protecting greater New Orleans were poorly designed, poorly built, according to investigators, and not even close to being finished. Here on the east side of the London Avenue Canal, when Katrina hit, storm surge came rushing in from the lake. Drainage water came rushing out from the city. The canal filled with water. 30 feet of this flood wall came crashing down, inundating this neighborhood with floodwater.
The house floated a little bit, and when it came down a lot. It came down crooked, So, but that was a good lesson. I learned not to be attached to things. It took a while. It didn't happen immediately, but I learned how to. After Houston, I learned to calm down and not be too attached to even heirlooms, That FEMA money we got, it wasn't enough to rebuild, not with the kind of prices they were charging at the time. And I'm a carpenter, but I was in Houston, living there, and I wasn't willing to sack. I started over here with a little tent, a little igloo type tent. But I didn't have that kind of nerve. That I needed to live like a civilian.
They got a very strange way of putting homes in the flood zones and stuff like that. Before you buy a home, you should definitely look into that kind of stuff, and it's gonna let you know if you're gonna fit under certain guidelines for coverage or not. And I'm assuming that ours wasn't in the right flood zone or something happened with the insurance, so she didn't get enough from like the grants and stuff that was supposed to be coming back, FEMA and all that. So she wound up just placing a lot of her personal loans and stuff like that and taking care of herself. And whatever I could help out with, I did.
By the following Monday, the Army Corps of Engineers plugs major holes in the levees. Draining pumps go back in operation and the waters subside. The residents of the Gulf slowly return, their lives forever changed by the power of a hurricane.
Yeah, I had a few other people that was here for the Katrina too, but I don't know where they at now. You know what I'm saying? Some of them went to Texas, Dallas, Austin, and I guess they found it just to be better out there, more opportunity. But I don't know, I like it here.
We are versatile, we are strong people, and we don't just throw our hands up and quit. I ain't laying down, bro. I'm not a quitter.